Okay, hello. Just wanted to make a quick video here about a potential short squeeze alert on IMTE. We're here to help you take small losses and take some profits in real time. We're talking about this epic move. Epic, I always say that. It's not epic, but it's this long drawn out. We were onto this around the 10th. The volume just didn't come in, and then it just didn't really, but it went up and went up and went up and went up. And lo and behold, we're looking at a 172% move in 16 days. So they're calling it a potential short squeeze that's going to come up. And our information only shows just this insider transaction. It really doesn't show a lot of short content, and in the short that I could find, and this is right from NASDAQ.com. And here's a quick plug here for Questrade. Use Questrade. You won't save on any fees. It's one of the most expensive commissions. But good for Canadians. So if we look here, we've got, the best they've got is like the end of the year. That's December 31st, right? So share volume was 3,800,000, and there's only 1 day to cover. So... and if you look there, all that volume to make that average volume so high was done on December 30th, where there was 40 million shares traded on that 1 day alone. Interesting how it went all the way up back, and then we started this grind. This is a daily chart. So this stock has the float of 5.8 million. On a 9.33 million shares outstanding. Now we've had that on the last, this is the whole move, it's been 13 green days in a row here. So on that, the average volume was 1.645 million shares average 13 day on those 13 days, right? The average volume over the last 13 days was that much. And if you note, Friday's volume was 2.2 million. The volume, the way it's been building in this is what's been a strange one about this, right? So if we come along here, on this day here, we had 600,000 shares traded. That's what, I couldn't get onto it. And then here we have, like almost 2 million shares. And then we have 3.8 million. And then this one we have, this is the, the pinnacle of the whole thing for volume. Say 6 million shares traded, and then we start coming back down on our volume, back down to 2 million too. It's very interesting that way. But I think the thing we need to watch for tomorrow morning is that this pre-market volume was only 48,000 shares. So if we see something different with that in the morning, then that would be a signal. The way this is going to work is if this changes from, it's going to be a weak open if we look at the other chart. And here's a tighter time frame, right? That was that spike that produced all that volume. This is how it goes. But if you look really closely, see how it was going up here? We had very little volume. I couldn't get onto it. I was onto this around the 10th. And I was like, what's going on with this? And it just kept, I was like, this is going to be a great swing trade, but I missed it. But watch this. When it goes green to red, it squeezes every time. See this? Squeeze. They go on short and they're like, yeah, it's up too high. It's up too high. And this is what happens when these shorts say that it's up too high, and then it gets squeezed. Right? They do it again. Oh, they're getting in. They see this consolidate, and they're getting in. They're all, and then nope, squeeze. Right? Same thing. Pops up. They're like, oh no, it didn't make it, so it didn't break this. Right? Comes back, squeeze. Yep. See how, it goes down and then they squeeze it. They're like, no, then they buy it up, right? Same thing, down, up, down, up. So if we see this exact same pattern, I guess we're looking to buy the dip here. Now, we have a comparison. This reminds me a lot, this reminds me a lot of a different stock here. And this stock is called JKS. This happened way back in September of 2020. And as it went up, you can see it did the exact same things. Watch this. Squeeze, right? Squeeze. Kind of, it's too high, so they think it's going to go, and then they squeeze it. Too high, and then all of a sudden, when the door drops on this is what I'm trying to say. When the door drops open, be careful. I would not hold this overnight, because look, if it can open it and just destroy you. And if you look, here they are side by side in comparison. Now these cursors aren't going to line up, but if you notice, we're coming up into this here. This is when the first short squeeze was. It's really similar to right here, okay? And then we have all this choppy on the IMTE. Look at choppy on the JKS, right? So where are we on both these charts for the follow through? I think we're right about here. I think we're right here, and we're going to go down in the morning, and then we're going to catch this thing. You're supposed to catch pops off this, and then it should squeeze for the rest of the week almost. Although, saying that, there's not enough short volume. So this has changed into a chat pump. And there's a group out there that's going to be wanting to get on top of this one. Yeah, so I'd be leery of this chat pump, and what chat pumps bring lots of weird things. So be careful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, hit the thumbs up, leave some comments. It is not what you trade, it is how you trade, and we give out our high fives for free every day. Well, every video. Till the next bounce.